I think that you are going to be very, very, very surprised at how easily Khamzat Chimaev is going to beat Dricus Du Plessis at UFC 319. Now, I do want to mention that I am a fan of Dricus Du Plessis. He's a tank. He's a bulldozer. He's got this crazy awkward style. And since he's been in the UFC, he has always found a way to get it done. And we see him improving every single time out. However, we cannot overlook and we cannot pretend that this man did not get put in bad positions by Darren Till on the ground. We also can't pretend that he didn't get taken down and absolutely dominated in terms of the grappling against a guy that's not dangerous at all in Derek Brunson. I know that Dricus ended up winning those. Whoa, dude, whoa. But Dricus won those fights. He's undefeated since coming into the UFC, and he submitted Adesanya. He beat Strickland twice. And Jake, he just put on a masterclass at UFC 312. I'm sorry, but I don't give a shit. I'm sorry, I don't care. Like, I understand that Dricus is good, but this clumsiness, this awkwardness, it will not work against Khamzat. It's just not going to work, man. And not only will it not work, we are going to see the absolute best version of Borz at UFC 319, man. In case you haven't been paying attention, have you seen the Jackson vlogs? Have you checked out on social media what Khamzat has been up to? I mean, we are going to see the best version of Chimaev that we have ever seen, which is absolutely terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. This guy's working with Sam Calavita, TJ Dillashaw's conditioning coach. And if you don't know anything about that, I mean, this dude is going to have the proper fuel in the tank for this fight. He is going to come out like a bat out of hell. He's going to get a hold of DDP. And we're just going to see DDP rolling around on the ground looking like he's never grappled before. And listen, I know all the stories of, whoa, dude, Dricus went in and submitted a whole Gracie team. And it's all impressive. This ain't jiu-jitsu, dog. Brother, this not wrestling, brother. This not jiu-jitsu. This MMA. And that's exactly what this is. Khamzat Chimaev is going to absolutely dominate Dricus, dude. He is. And I'm tired of pretending that this is going to be if Khamzat goes out there and he doesn't get it done in the early rounds and we get into the later rounds, it's a wrap. He's going to get embarrassed. He's going to be shown that he's not this level. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? Like, how are people, like, Adesanya's his grappling is 0. Sean Strickland has decent defensive grappling. He has 0 offensive grappling. 0. Who has Dricus fought that has devastating grappling, that can chain the wrestling together with outstanding submissions? And by the way, Khamzat is an incredible athlete. He's way faster than Dricus, way more explosive in terms of getting in on you with the athleticism. Dricus is clumsy. This dude's tripping over his own damn feet all the time, man. And I get that the awkwardness, the rhythm, all these different things. And sure, on the feet, is Dricus maybe a better overall striker? Sure. But he's not more technical than Khamzat on the feet. Who's to say that Khamzat can't go out there and ice him with a right hand because Dricus is going to be so reactive to stopping the takedowns? Khamzat is a far better athlete, man. This is not a bodybuilding competition. This is not a powerlifting competition. DDP's a unit, man. He's so big. He's so strong. He's just not going to get ragdolled around by Khamzat Chimaev, who's not as big. In terms of MMA and in terms of the grappling, Khamzat Chimaev is stronger than Dricus Du Plessis. Way more athletic, way faster, and he's not clumsy. And now he's going to have gas in the tank from training with Sam Calavita? I mean, they're bringing in Pat Downey. This dude's out there wrestling with Abdul Rashid. Like, give me a break, man. Just give me a break. And I love Dricus Du Plessis as a fighter. I think he's super entertaining. He's got a style that works for him. But come on, man. Like, I know that he's looked great over his past few fights. He's shown tremendous improvements, but he's getting absolutely ran over by Khamzat Chimaev. He just is. This is a tank that's going to be sitting in the middle of the field, and here comes the tornado. It's going to pick it up and throw it. That's what this is going to be. Khamzat is either going to submit him or he's going to knock him out with a right hand because Dricus is going to be so reactive to getting taken down. Right, and you have to be able to counter wrestle against Chimaev. Right, and Khamzat, he gasses out. He's not going to gas out in this fight, man. And he has a bad gas tank. What a myth. What an absolute myth. Like, he didn't go a hard 15 minutes with Gilbert Burns in an absolute war. Like, he didn't go 15 minutes with Kamaru Usman when he was compromised. I mean, who puts Kamaru Usman in these positions, dude? Who does that? Nobody does that. Nobody. 10-8'd Kamaru Usman. And in case you can't tell, Kamaru Usman's a far better grappler than Dricus Du Plessis, at least in terms of the wrestling. It was 9 days. It was 9 days. I don't care. 9 days, 1 month, a week, 2 years. Don't care. Nobody does that to Kamaru Usman. Nobody. Did you see what Usman, who, by the way, Buckley's a big guy, big, strong, explosive guy, a tank, right? Look how Usman just dominated him with the grappling. There's levels when it comes to the grappling, dude. There is levels. And when you're flopping around, rolling around like a fish out of water against a guy like Darren Brunson, who would provide zero danger in terms of the grappling, what is going to happen against a guy that is much faster, much more explosive, much more dangerous in terms of the submission threat? I mean, Khamzat is literally going to be transitioning from position to position, and he's going to be 3 steps ahead of Dricus. And then, like I said, if Dricus is too reactive to the takedowns, he's going to get iced with a right hand down the pipe by Chimaev, because Khamzat is super underrated boxing. Now, defensively, he's not particularly great, and I'm not saying he's a better overall striker than Dricus, but in terms of the technicalities, he's a better boxer than Dricus. Right, and that's the reality. Throws good straight punches. He can land. And again, when you have a grappling threat and you're so worried about it, it opens up the striking. Like what we saw Usman do to Jorge Masvidal. Listen, man, it's levels. It's absolutely levels. Like, we have not seen a phenom when it comes to the grappling like Khamzat. We just haven't seen it. And the big worry, oh no, the gas tank, the cardio. That ain't going to be a problem in this fight. It's not going to be a problem in this fight, dude. It's just not going to be a problem. And I'm tired of acting like it isn't. Dude, this guy is going to absolutely run over Dricus Du Plessis. And it's no shame on Dricus as a fighter, but this awkwardness, this clumsiness, none of that is going to matter when you are taken down and you are being controlled and dominated on the ground, or caught with a right hand because you're being too reactive. So, listen, I understand that Dricus has done some great things. He's been a great champion, but his time is up. And that is because Khamzat Chimaev is dialed in. He's finally getting this title opportunity. Nobody goes out there and does what he just did to Robert Whittaker. Nobody. RDR is a super high-level grappler, and look how he struggled with Robert Whittaker. Khamzat didn't struggle, took his ass down right away. Robert started to get up, boom, took his ass down again, submitted him, got him out of there. Ragdolled Kevin Holland around, which I get it. Oh, Kevin Holland, he can't grapple. We see at times Kevin Holland can somewhat grapple. Khamzat dominated him. Dominating Kamaru Usman, 10-8ing him in a round. Like, we never see that stuff, man. Never see it. Never, ever, ever see it. And you mean to tell me that Dricus, who I know, you have to be willing to kill a man. Yeah, absolutely. Like, Dricus is absolutely willing to go out there and leave it all on the line. We know that. I'm not questioning anything about that with Dricus. I know he's going to go in there and give it his all. He's going to be super hard to get out of there. But the reality is, Khamzat Chimaev is just a different animal. He is a far superior grappler than Dricus, man. There's a gap here, guys. There is. People, we submitted a whole Gracie team, and we'd seen, and he came back and won the Brunson fight. He was beating up on Darren Till most of the fight, right? Especially when it came to the ground game. He got put in a couple bad positions, but he just has bad habits on the ground. He tries to wrestle back into. He's getting flattened out by Derek Brunson, dude. Brunson's taking his back. What's going to happen when that's Borz, who's got outstanding darce? Great rear naked choke. When he gets your back, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And then on the feet, Dricus is so reckless, and Chimaev has the takedown threat the entire time. He does. This nonsense of, if it doesn't happen in the first round, that's it. Bullshit. He went out there and took Kamaru Usman down in the third round. Right? And if we get into rounds 4 and 5, what does that matter if we don't even get there? The bottom line is this: Khamzat Chimaev is a generational talent. There's been a lot going on in his life. There's been a lot of different things going on. This man is dialed in. He is more focused than he has ever been. He is hell-bent on winning the world title. And I'm just telling you right now, man, there's nothing stopping this guy. Training with Sam Calavita, fixing the gas tank problem, because as TJ Dillashaw said, which I agree 100%, Khamzat is the better fighter here. Dricus is tough, he's big, he's strong, he's durable, all those kinds of things. But when you are dealing with someone like Chimaev, man, it's just a different talent. It's just a different talent. And now that you're putting the right fuel in the car, man, it's a wrap. It's an absolute wrap. But that's what everyone was banging on. The gas tank. Rounds 1, 2, 3. What if we get into the championship rounds? Yeah, what about it? We're not going to get there. Khamzat Chimaev is going to finish Dricus within the first 2 rounds. It's either going to be by a submission or he's going to knock him out with a right hand. I haven't decided specifically yet, but he's definitely finishing Dricus within 2 rounds. He just is, man. There's levels to this. There is no one in this division who can hold their own against Khamzat Chimaev in the grappling. That's the reality. Maybe we get a Fluffy Hernandez out there. He's still too damn clumsy. RDR, goofy, clumsy guy as well. You can't be goofy, clumsy, tripping over your own feet. That works in terms of the striking, right? We see Dricus with his awkward timing and rhythm, and he's finding a way to make it work. That all gets shut down when the space gets closed. We're in the phone booth. We're on the ground, rolling around. There is nobody better in the UFC right now than Borz at that. Nobody. And people don't give the guy the credit he deserves for how athletic he is, man. The way he gets in on these shots. Dricus is tripping over his own feet, for God's sakes. What's he going to do when Khamzat shoots a super low double and gets a hold of him? Gets right to the body lock, gets right to his back, drags him down. That's what this comes down to for me. Levels in terms of the grappling. I understand Dricus is good. He's a great fighter. I enjoy watching him, fight, man, and he's been spectacular. But come on, man, let's stop bullshitting around. Let's stop BSing around. There's a big gap here in terms of the skill when it comes to that area. And everyone says the same thing. Oh, well, what if we go into that fourth, fifth round? What if? Just like Dustin Poirier said, if my grandma had balls, she'd be my grandpa. That's how I feel about this. We don't need a fourth round. We don't need a fifth round. We don't even need a third round because it is not getting there. Khamzat Chimaev, I think you all are going to be surprised at how easy Khamzat Chimaev is going to make this look against a super game opponent and one of the best middleweights of all time in Dricus Du Plessis. That is just how generational of a talent a guy like Khamzat Chimaev really is.